morning to the grind. Good morning to the grind. Good morning to you out there. Man, he gave us another day. He gave us another opportunity. He gave us another chance. He gave us another new way to even look at the thing that we wanted to do yesterday to apply a little bit more today. My name is KeJohnna Owens. This is the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast, where each and every day, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, he say so fit. He give me an opportunity to just share some positive, motivating, encouraging information that you can help start your day. I don't know, man. God gave us another day. Why not put the best foot forward towards it? Today, I'm be sharing. Just I was asked to really go down the road on the 7 keys. So today, I'm going to share just the keys, some tips, some tools, some motivations, some things that I feel are important in life, practical principles for personal achievement. You can apply them anyway. There's no blueprint to the walk. There's no, this is a great word, specificity to what you got to do for yourself. But it is a guidebook to how things have turned out for me and work for me that I think can work for others. As again, I say, practical principles for personal achievement. So 7 keys, we'll go down key by key today. Looking forward to it. I want to get it started always on something motivating, something empowering. You want to do something. You want to make something happen for yourself. You want to make something happen for your family. You want to do something a little bit different. You're up this morning. You say, this is going to be the day. This is going to be the week. This is going to be the time. This is going to be whatever it's going to be. You said it was. You told him. You told yourself. Then you told your friend. Somewhere in between him, you, and your friend, it just didn't connect. But see, it's between you, him, and the work that you got to do. So that's what I'm talking about for practical principles for personal achievement. Great morning, everybody out there. It's going to be an amazing morning if you see so fit. Or you can look at the other side and say, back onto it again. Man, I got to. Or you say, you know what? I get to put myself in the position I want to be in. I get to do the work that it takes to get to where I want to go. I get to be the father I need to be for my children. I get to be the mother. And you can then reverse engineer it back to, I got to do what I got to do. As you get to. Stand by. Let's get into it. We call this some of that mojo. Welcome to the grind. It's the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast, where I believe that if we apply the level of the work we do to match the level of the faith we have, things that he has for us, man, with the faith of the mustard seed, let's get all the mustard seed. Stand by.
Let me introduce you to the concept of success. Ben Franklin was a pretty smart guy, and I want to start with a quote by him. If you do tomorrow what you did today, you will get tomorrow what you got today. You want to know what that means? The average American makes between 3 and 5% more each year. That's the deal. And in today's economy, I'm not sure we're going to make the 3 to 4 to 5% next year as employees. So it takes you 20 years to double your income in America as an average person. That's the mediocrity that we're stuck in life. And then you meet people who have the uncanny ability to double their income in a year, to get promoted 5 times in a year. The ones that beat the system, the ones that conquer it. You've all seen them, haven't you? The difference between them and the ones that don't do that is that they wake up in the morning and they think differently. They understand that if I do tomorrow what I did today, I'm going to get tomorrow what I got today. You want a bigger car? How about a nice house in Tahiti? Sure, would you love a nice house in the hills? We all want better things, don't we? We all want more friends, more stuff, more money, more security, more travel, more enjoyment. If you do the same thing tomorrow that you did today, you're stuck. Stuck. And it doesn't change. And it grows a little at a time. And you get a taste of success. But it's never fast enough. It never excites you. And when it does, it's a good month, or a good 2 months, or a good 3 months, but it doesn't provide a trajectory that creates success. So the first thing I want you to think about today is I want you to wake up tomorrow and do something different. And understand if you do the same damn thing, you're stuck. Just because you did it a certain way yesterday, there's no reason to do it that way today.
You wake up in the morning, you're failing. So you blame the president, you blame Congress, you blame Greece, blame the euro. I mean, construction industry, it's the mayor, it's the... And you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror and you're not failing because it's the other guy's fault or it's the economy's fault. But if you looked in the mirror and said, I'm failing because of me, you wouldn't like it. And you change that. And I believe the common denominator of failure in any business is excuses.
Why are you failing? You never say because of me. Oh, it's the competition. It's the economy. It's the president. It's Congress. If you wake up tomorrow morning and blame your failure on someone or something else, you have no reason to change, do you? It's that son of a fault. Son of a gun! I did everything I could. But if you woke up in the morning and looked in the mirror and said, I am failing because of me, the decisions that I make, the energy I put in, I'm not passing the blame. If you look in the mirror tomorrow and say that, you will change. Because nobody likes thinking of themselves as a failure. How often does that happen to us in our day-to-day lives? Family, the biggest excuse of all. Time. Every one of those excuses was bullshit, wasn't it? Think about it. Every single one. At the end of the day, winners win.
But as long as you don't put it on you, you have no motivation to change it. So in short, if you own your failure, you'll own your success. If you don't own your failure, you'll never dig out. And I find that in any business. Always the common denominator of failure, personally, is excuses.
He said the common denominator between failure is excuses, or excuses. Let's say it correctly, right? Let's take it out. So I made so many excuses in my life. They just pile up. Nobody listens and nobody cares. Think about it. I mean, you said you were going to do it. They called you to do it. You didn't do it. Flat tire, engine didn't start. It doesn't even matter. The common denominator is just that we got to find a way to overcome. And it just, some things not going to happen. But most of the times, it's because we just didn't show up. Half of the battle is the success is showing up. So today, if you will, I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to share some things just that in my walk of life. I don't know if it may help someone. It's just me sharing some steps that help me get to some places that I feel good about where I am, but I also know where I'm going. And if we don't know where we're going, it's going to be difficult. And the other side don't look like what we think it's going to look like. Every time I've got to another level of success, it didn't look like what I thought it was at each increment. But I'll tell you this, at each increment, that's an achievement. And I want you to do something that we hardly ever do. Give yourself a round of applause sometime. Pat yourself on the back sometime for the work that you do that nobody may give you credit for. See, it's like getting up right now. There's something right there. You're up. You're getting positive information. You may be a reader, a leader of some sort. You're on the way to work. You're taking care of your family. I mean, those are accomplishments. So we rarely give ourselves accomplishments based on what the world says an accomplishment is. That's not what it is. It is what it is. Now, 7 keys. Now, this is, something that I said I was going through some things and I needed to get started. Success, meaning the acronym of start now, use what you have, control what you know, complete what you start, execute your plan, show your success, and stand for something. So as we go through this, think about it. You had an idea to do something. You thought you needed all kinds of stuff to get it done. And like we always do, we tell somebody, we hope that somebody may even see it along with us, but we don't get started for some reason. Just get started. And I'm going to share what helped me get started. I needed something to happen for me, seriously, financially. I really needed something to happen, and I was looking for somebody to call me back, and I needed a loan to get the business started and all of that. Man, you know what? I started just doing some work. I started cutting some grass, and I called a neighborhood garden, and I just got busy. And what they did was they opened a door for me that I don't think would have happened if I didn't just get started in using what you have. Think about the things that you have access to, the things that you, as an artist, maybe you're a poet, maybe you're a musician, whatever it is, you got a passion to create things that help other people. You want to start that nonprofit. You don't have the funding, but you do have the passion. You do have the ability. You do have the access. How about going and partnering with the nonprofit organization and being a volunteer, learning how the inner workings of the things of a nonprofit, how they activate, how they work, how does it operate from inside, from outside? That's using what you have. We get away from using what we have so often, meaning they said, what if you apply the faith of a mustard seed that he says we have? You apply the entire mustard seed. That means that you would look around yourself. You say, well, this is all I have. So if all I have is all I have, then all I have is all I need. And you take all you have and you apply it to the level of your faith. Oh, man, what could happen but the best? Here's the deal. As we use what we have, one thing we don't do is many times complete what we start, and we definitely don't control what we know. Think about that. You join the company, you join the team, you join the group, you join the leadership, and I'm a part of a leadership organization that's phenomenal. But we don't want to tap into it. We want to get in and tell them how it should go. We already know all the things. We already know so much already that we hardly learn. So we come in and they ought to do it like this, and they should do it like that. And why don't they do it like this as opposed to? And this is a Mahatma Gandhi philosophy. I believe in wholeheartedly. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Be the change. So if you see a change, you can control what you know by applying what you know, what you feel, meaning the break room is dirty and nasty. You're the one that cleans the break room. The bathroom, dirty and nasty. Bring some Fabuloso. These things right here separate you from being in a room where you always know everything. I've been the one. That's why we share what we know, right? So control what you know. Just don't come in and put you on the fries, cook the fries. If you know how to cook some better fry, learn how to cook some better fry and apply it a long time and what they said. Now, how'd you do those fries? That's how you get to the next step, completing what you start. We start a lot of things. We begin a lot of projects, and we end up putting them most of the times, on the shelf. Think about so many things that you try to do. You thought about this, you thought about that, you joined this company, joined that company, you got involved with this, you got involved with that. But along the tracking, did we follow the process and complete what we started? And think about complete what you started. You got to know what a completion factor is. SMART goals, having strategic, measurable, attainable, relatable, and timely goals that match, what you want to accomplish. That way you can have incremental steps in the process that give you some steps where you can say, I did this along the way. And in that, I say get a mentor. That's a side note to you. Get a mentor, get somebody, a coach, an advisor, someone you respect that you can give you information on how to complete these incremental steps along the way to where you want to get to. And it's always key to execute the plan. So as you execute the plan, that means having one, right? Do you write stuff down? Do you prepare for your day? Do you, get yourself up in the morning? Do you have a end game plan in mind that you can say, well, here are the steps, and here's where I am in the steps, and I'm executing my plan along the way during the steps. And this could be anything. It doesn't have to be business. It could be as a parent. It could be as a spouse. It could be as a brother. It could be as a son. Practical principles for personal achievement, meaning you could apply a work ethic. And work ethic is free. And that's what this whole deal is about, a work ethic. A work ethic meaning I signed up. I'm going to sign in. I signed in for college. I signed up for college. Let's use it as an example. You can sign up online for college, 12 midnight, flip-flops. You don't have to do much. You can even do it on your cell phone. Just lay it in bed, sign up, and everything else. When you click send, they ask you for the investment, credit card information. You do your whole due diligence. You know what? Yeah, I'll get started. I'm motivated. Send. Then when the email comes back, they say, well, you need to come down to the school 4 a.m, best practices, while the new editions of the book are available before they get you the whole book. You say, wait a minute, I got to go down there? Yeah, you got to go down there. That's a part of executing the plan. So you got to get into it. You got to get into the deal, not sign up, sign in. So if you signed up for something, sign into it. I got 2 more keys I want to share with you. Sharing your success and standing for something. Along the way, we've developed, changed, grown, made new relationships, learned new things. Being able to share some things that you've been able to experience is where the impact is made. It's all about impact. And I love the leadership that I follow from a gentleman named Mr. Donald Bradley on down with Planet Marketing, one of the most visionary kind of leaders of people being able to see a platform of success for themselves, yet also see a way that they can help other people. Best blueprint I've seen, best kind of leadership I've attached to, and I would ask anybody, man, get a mentor. We're going to talk about a few things. I'm going to come back on the other side, share a little bit more of that mojo. I want you to wake up, get up, and win for yourself, for your family. And if you say you were going to do something, think about what it's going to take to do it. It's going to take a little bit more than just wishing that it happened. It's going to take some work. Stand by.
One of the biggest contradictions of massive success is when people go to their moms, their dads, their brother, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend. They say, listen, one day the world's going to know who I am. One day I will have a Ferrari, the Lambo, the Rolls, the Bentley, the big house, the cars, the backyard with the big swimming pool and an elevator. I'm going to put the biggest parties. I'm going to be a millionaire one day. Yet, instead of staying at the office on Friday night, you call your friends and you go party. Instead of waking up Saturday morning to go to the gym, you sleep until 10 o'clock. Instead of reading the book on Sundays, you kick back and watch movies all day long. The reality is very simple. Those who win big, they do 4 things right. They sleep, sweat, grind, repeat. And they do it over and over and over again until their dreams become a reality.
If you can get through to doing things that you hate to do, on the other side is greatness.
You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life, no matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life, prepared for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%.
You still must grind. I fail at most things I do, but still I grind. I don't want to do half the shit I do, but still I grind. And that one day, you see me on a dark alley, run at 1 o'clock in the morning, know one thing, I was grinding.
Every single day when you wake up, you got 2 options. You can look at the clock and hit the snooze. You can look at that snooze button, boom. You can hit the snooze button and go back to bed and dream about what you want to have. Or you can look at that snooze button, kick that clock and get up and go pursue your dreams.
You need to walk through the mud and life, guys, if you ever want to get to the higher ground. That higher ground is where you look in the mirror and you have respect, and you run through the work, the sweat equity of it all. And the end product is something you travel, a legacy of life, and you put your signature to. That means something. You're not speaking hollow words. You're backing those motherfuckers up with that.
That's what lions do. Lions don't give up. Lions don't quit. Lions hunt. That's what we do for a living.
I still grind. I love the grind. If you're competing in one of my businesses, I'm going to kick your ass because I'm going to outgrind you.
You have to be willing to work in places people don't see.
While the other guy's sleeping, I'm working. While the other guy's eating, I'm working. There's a motherfucker out there who wants what you have, who wants the position you are, who wants the job you have, who wants the wife that you have, or the husband. There's someone out there hungry and wants everything you can have. So make that a motivation for you. And mental toughness says, not only do I climb that doggone mountain, I enjoy climbing the mountain. I get a kick out the mountain. I get a kick out the weights. I get a kick out of fatigue. I get a kick out of the grind. I get a kick out of it. You take advantage of this opportunity. You let everything else go. You eat different. You study different. You practice different. We don't have forever. Let's not act like it. We're all going to die. And so I don't act like I'm going to live forever. So every opportunity I get, I murder it. Process driven. I love it. I'm about that life. I get up every morning at 3 o'clock. When I want to get up, when I don't. When I feel like it and I don't feel like, why? Because I'm process driven. I'm not feelings driven. Champions are not feeling driven. Champions don't get up when they want to. And if we're going to be champions, process driven. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done.
I just wanted to share that because I think that when you get that kind of tenacity in there, it gives you that kind of energy. You can really relate to what I'm talking about here. You know, you got to get up. You got to want something a little bit better. You got to want something a little bit more. And the reason you want something a little bit better and you want something a little bit more is why you go after it. The why. The why anything? Why do it? Why get up? Why go to work? Why? The why has to be so powerful that you'll start now, you use what you have, you'll control what you know, you complete what you start, you execute your plan. And I'm telling you, what you do is you share your success. You want to tell everybody you know that, man, there's another way. There's something different. There's other ways out there. There are things out there that we can experience that, man, side note, I've been able to experience some things that I wish everyone could experience. I've been able to experience some things that I wish nobody should experience. Each and every one of us have gone through the ups and the downs and the twists and the turns of life. Sharing some steps along the way is what impact is. See, that's impact. That's significance. That means that you went through some things, you learned some things, and as you were able to experience some things a little bit different, maybe you mentor now. Maybe you activate with an organization that does some things that helped you change. See, when we change, a lot of times we pull that ladder back up. We pull the ladder up on others. We got it. We're good. We moved on. You got your situation together, your home, your family, and all that. But what about other people? What about other people? And this speaks to dominion. I believe that dominion is in the hands of the people that would prefer to build a prison instead of a school. Dominion applied to the people that will build a school from a prison, are the people that need to make some of these changes. And that's how you share your success. And what I'm talking about now is the last S in success: standing for something. Think about standing for something. If you stood for something like that, like, you know what, I want to make a change. I'm tired of the way things are. I'm tired of the way we're living. There's a quote, Niccolo Machiavelli, not Tupac Machiavelli. Niccolo Machiavelli, I believe he wrote the book somewhere in the 1500s. One of the quotes that helped me kind of change my life, or the way I looked at how to share a different way of life, because that's one of the hardest things in the world. Sometimes sharing a thought that someone else may not see or envision, based on comfort, based on what we know, based on how we've been raised, based on our experiences or whatever that might be. But he said, the world is so far removed from the way it ought to live that to speak of its change could cause your own demise. Let's think about some people that spoke of change. I'll let you come up with it yourself. Anybody that spoke highly of change, you lose your life. You lose your friends. Sometimes you lose your family. Those kind of things, right? You got an idea, you start telling people they don't even want to hear it. They think you're crazy. But see, that's where you share, because you're standing for something. And when you stand for something, no matter what somebody else may think of it, no matter what somebody else may feel of you, no matter what somebody else may activate or not activate, you stand for something. And if you apply the level of the work you do to match the level of the faith you have, that's purpose, that's your assignment, and that's what this book is about. And if you get a chance, check me out at KeJohnnaOwens.com. Real simple. Got a few things over there. Got some major workshops I'll be putting together. That's going to be really exciting. And if you're out there, you want to win for yourself and your family, who's stopping you? Who said you couldn't? Do the hard work. Take the nose. Eat the cherry nose for breakfast. General Orlando Moore, salute to you, cherry nose. Eat the cherry nose. And I'll leave you with this. If you want to do something different than you've done, and you want to be something different than you've been, you're going to have to do something different than you've done, and you're going to have to become a new person than you've been before. That's it. That's all. That's called growth. And it's a process. Embrace the process. Embrace the process. We see you on the other side. It's been the Morning Grind Grindology101 Podcast. I'm your guy, KeJohnna Owens. Nothing works but the work. I look forward to seeing you on the other side. There is another side. Have a good one.